so, Brandy. It's the following week and we made it back. Good job.
Yeah, congratulations to us.
I guess so. Then what's happening with you?
It's spring break. I'm trying to figure out. Well, today's Thursday, so I guess tomorrow's the only day left to do something. Probably go to Rock and Jump, and that's about it.
Okay. Kendall's going to be with her dad this weekend as well.
For the day or all weekend?
He's picking her up Saturday morning and bringing her back on Sunday. He was going to pick her up Friday, but Kendall is like, I want to be picked up on Saturday.
Because she has stuff to do on Friday with her friends?
No, she has to get her hair done.
Oh, who's doing her hair?
I'm going to do her hair.
Oh. Okay.
Duh. Styles by mom. Hello.
Are you doing knotless or are you doing just like...
That's what I've been doing lately is knotless. She says she wants them smaller and longer. I'm like, of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. Mm-hmm.
Who would have it?
Do you have some smaller and longer money?
Exactly.
Fucking kids.
They don't get it. Like, these kids do not get it. Like, if your parents are taking care of you and providing shelter for you and providing conveniences and, you know, food, luxury, allowance, like, it's hard out there for a parent.
You should say, imagine how much longer it's going to take those out. Imagine how much more time it's going to take to remove the smaller longers. Because it's not like, you know, you were so eager to remove them the first time. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly right.
Because I hate taking down. Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
I mean, put them in is also because I do it myself. But, like, taking down, I feel like that's just like...
the struggle. Just all you gotta do is just sit there and watch something and just take your hair down and just suffer through it.
Ugh. Speaking of which, I'm going to have to do my hair for May because we're going to go. Because remember I told you about that whole situation with Jamaica, which ended up not being Jamaica?
Yes.
So it's the Dominican Republic.
Wah.
But, so I'm going to have to do my own hair because I'm not paying somebody to do it. Not doing that. So I have to fucking figure out when I'm going to do my hair.
I'm sorry. Let's have a hair party. I'll do your hair. You'll do my hair.
A hair party.
One of us will do Kendall's hair. It'll be fun.
What's up with the dogs?
There's dogs around here.
Is that them next door? That's not them next door, right?
I don't
They
think
have.
so.
You said they have huskies. They have German shepherds.
They have German shepherds.
The way huskies howl, I would have thought those were huskies. They'd be like,
anytime like a fire, like an alarm, a lamp, an ambulance, a siren. Anytime one is like coming, they start howling right before it happens, and then you hear it drive by, and it's like, oh my gosh, they're like sounding off the alarm. Whatever. Dogs are fun. Yay. So we was just up, like I said, we were just in Tehachapi visiting Tammy and her dogs. Like, she got them finally fixed, but she got a sneak litter and a
Are they
puppies.
little puppy? What's a sneak litter?
She had just had a litter, like...
Oh, so they're adults. The dogs. I thought
that
they
are
were
having puppies? What are we talking about?
Her dogs. Are they puppies or are they adults?
She's got all of them.
Okay.
She's got a set of adults who just had a litter, like last year. Had a litter of puppies.
Okay.
Kept 2 of the puppies from the litter, and, you know, now she has like 4 dogs.
4 adults. And then a bunch of puppies. 2
adults and like 2 of their puppies.
Okay.
Of the adults' puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so then she was in the process of like getting them fixed. She was only able to get the puppies fixed and the dad fixed because the mom was pregnant again with another litter of puppies. So she had this litter 5 weeks ago.
You said it's a sneak litter.
She snuck it in. 5 5 weeks ago. All boys. 6
All
puppies.
male puppies?
Yeah, healers.
Is she selling them or is she like...
She's just trying to find a home for them. And so Bryn was over there hanging out with them. And so
she's like, I want one.
Yeah, I want one. And me, I'm just like, they're so cute. They're 2 boys. I would need 2.
Oh, she only has 2 left?
No, I'm just saying I would need 2 of them.
Why?
Because they would be litter mates and they would be besties. They'd like, keep each other entertained.
You don't need 2.
Yeah, you do.
You really don't need 2.
Bluey and Bingo.
Bluey and Bingo are girls.
So what? These are boys.
Oh my God.
And they're mine.
You don't need 2. You only one would be fine. Oh my God. You only need 1.
They're so cute, Brandy.
OMFG.
It's so hard to like find like responsible adults and like parents of dogs and stuff, and I've got lots of space, and it's just like yeah, I gotta talk to my husband about it, but
and you know how he feels about dogs.
But is he here
and then there's 2 more. You're trying to bring 2, not 1, 2, and they're puppies.
Yeah, they're puppies,
girl. 1 is fine.
Little terrors.
1 is fine.
None is fine.
Well, yes, none is fine too.
It's either none or 2.
No.
I'm an adult.
How does that work?
I can do what I want.
Okay,
my house.
get 2, but then you have to rid yourself of Angel and another one. So
why
choose.
Would I have to get rid of my dogs? I don't have to do that.
So you're just trying to be the dog lady.
I'm not trying to be the dog lady, but I think 2 cute little healers.
Nuts.
Just like, oh my God, they're just so adorable. And it's not their fault they were brought into this world. They didn't choose this.
But you don't have to choose it either.
I know.
That's the thing. You're choosing it.
They're
and then
cute.
you're like...
They're so cute. You want to see a picture of them?
Nope. Don't want to see it. So they're like, oh, they're so adorable, blah, blah, blah. Nope, not doing that to myself.
Gosh. Their little tails wagging when you're holding them.
Of course.
They're so cute.
Because they're puppies. Puppies are fun and cute. I'm not looking at it.
Look.
Nope.
Look. Look with your eyes.
I refuse. So like, oh, I want one. Nope. And already, like, my moving plans have been pushed back to August. I'm like, when do you want to move this? When do you want to do this move thing? August. What? I thought we were going to do this in June.
Oh, my gosh.
Now it's August. I'm trying to fucking, like...
Have you started packing? You've got a lot of stuff.
I don't even need to pack. Like, everything that I have can go in a bag. Or, like, 4 bags.
You've got a lot of stuff in that room.
It's mostly clothes. It's mostly clothes. So, I'm not worried about that.
Did we talk about Madam Web when we were here last time?
I don't believe so. No. We talked about, like... I feel like we talked about, like, some other Marvel...
I think we talked about Deal or No Deal Island. I feel like that's what we talked about. Whatever.
Did we?
Yeah. You were talking about Joe Manganiello's beard.
Yeah, because he, like, shaved it off or something, and I'm like, ugh.
So we didn't talk about Madam Web.
You look like Dash. No.
Who's Dash?
Dash was the bully in Spider-Man.
Oh, because that's who he is.
Exactly.
Well, that's funny. I wouldn't have got that. Thank you for that. So I told you that me and Jamal saw Madam Web, and I was just like really disappointed.
Oh no, you didn't. I heard like we were talking about it, but you didn't tell me about it. Like I was like, oh yeah, it's one of those spider movies. But yeah, no, we didn't.
And what's her name that's in the movie?
Dakota Fanning?
It is not Dakota Fanning.
I mean, Dakota Johnson?
Yes, it's Dakota Johnson.
Look, there's only 2 Dakotas.
One of the Dakotas.
Famous.
One of the Dakotas. Okay. Yeah, so me and Jamal, like...
And Sydney Sweeney and the black girl and... Okay.
Celeste O'Connor.
Never heard of her. But...
Me neither. And Mike Epps is in it for a minute, and another girl.
A cab driver or something?
No, he was the fire captain.
Oh, okay.
He was her fire captain. Like, okay.
She's a fireman?
Yeah, she's like an EMT.
Okay.
But I was gonna say I'm to believe that Dakota, and then it's like Johnson. See, you fucked me up. It's like it's like a period piece. Like it's like supposed to be happening in like 2002 or something like that. Like in that era
around 9/11.
Around 2002. Yeah.
Oh, 2002. Okay,
2002.
Giovanni was born in 2002, so it was after 9/11.
Right. So, you know, I mean, it's a turd. So let me just say this. So,
it's a turd.
Spoiler alert. If you guys haven't seen it already, but so she is an EMT, and she's just like some chick in New York or wherever, just like living her best 20-something life, and then she happens to come across like these girls, but these girls, like, their lives are intertwined. They can't figure out like what the connection is, because this guy,
they keep running into each other or something.
They don't keep running into each other, but this dude. So I don't want to ruin the whole story for you.
I'm not gonna be like, ooh, holding my breath about it.
This guy gets like they get spider powers from like the Amazon somewhere, like some jungle.
They get bit?
People, yeah, or like,
or they eat some spiders.
They're like spider people, and they like the spider bites them, and they have like spider powers, and they're like hanging out in the jungle. And then her mom, Dakota Johnson's mom, is
Melanie Griffith.
Not her real mom. In the movie, her mom goes to the jungle and like is like trying to find this spider for some reason, and nobody knows why, but she's out there pregnant, and it's like, why would you endanger your child out here on some safari so you could like figure something out? Like,
she heard about a spider and was like, I'm gonna go find it.
We really don't. Yes, pretty much. But the movie starts with her like out in the jungle, and so
so the two chicks are older than her.
The Sweeney girl. What two chicks?
You said these two girls are they're intertwined.
Well, no. So anyway, she's in the jungle, spiders, and then this guy is like her tour guide or something like that, and he was after the spiders. So then he gets spider abilities, and he has like premonitions. So he's having
spiders can tell the futures.
This guy's spider power is premonition. So he has these like reoccurring dreams of these three chicks, Sydney Sweeney, Isabella Merced, and Celeste O'Connor, like the three spider chicks, like coming to kill him or something. So he's like searching for these chicks.
Who Isabella?
Yeah, because there's three of them. She looks like Dora the Explorer.
So Dakota Johnson is not one of them?
No. She's just a random EMT who happens to like run into these girls, and they need her help for some reason because they see this guy's chasing them, and they're trying to figure it all out. Like, it's like a huge mystery. But the thing is, like,
that sounds like a whole bunch of fucking like bullshit ass.
It does, and like the
fucking
the
roundabout
story's pretty boo. Like, I was just
bullshit.
like, okay, like.
So they're not. Are they crime fighters? Like, what do we do here?
We never see them fight any fucking crimes or do anything. We just only get glimpses of them with their costumes on when this guy is having a premonition of them trying to kill him.
What?
Yeah, we don't see them fight or chase people. We just see them like.
Okay, so what actually happens in this movie?
They run from this guy.
That's the whole movie is them running?
They run from him.
They don't defeat him ever in the movie?
Well, I mean, of course that eventually happens, but
they're running from him the whole movie.
The whole movie.
Until the end when they're like, okay, we're gonna be brave and fight him.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then what? They put him in prison?
I think he dies.
I'm exhausted already.
But it's just boring. Like, it's just really boring.
Madam Web, does she have premonitions? What does she do? Does she have been liked?
So,
what does she do?
Dakota Johnson eventually becomes Madam Web. Eventually, yes. Because she was a baby in her mom's belly, and her mom got bit by the spider. And so she's always had these powers inside of her.
Healing? She's an EMT. Does she heal people? Like, what the fuck? What does she do?
We see no powers from her at all. We see nothing.
So she doesn't do anything? Like, what is the purpose?
No, she just runs and gets information and learns stuff. It's. I think it could have been better. It was a real turd. I just was like, why? Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. I've heard that it was just bad. And then, my Boo Boo Bear, he was like, yeah, I used to watch the cartoon. I was like, oh, there was a Madam Web cartoon? And he said, yeah, like, she would just appear to Spider-Man, like, and, like, transport him through a portal. And then he'd be like, no, not again. And then, like, you know, I guess, you know, she'd be like, you need to do this, or, you know, this is going to happen, or whatever. Like, she was influencing.
She was kind of like the Professor X.
I guess, but
Right.
like he would actually like go to another dimension or something.
Well, the fucked up thing is like Madam Web ends up like at the end of the show, she ends up fucking blind. Like she ends up blind and in a wheelchair, and it's like, what happened to you that you need to be in a wheelchair? Nothing happened to her in the movie that constitutes her being in a wheelchair, and she's in a wheelchair, and it's like, what? And she's blind. And I'm like, what the fuck? Was this necessary?
I'm glad I didn't spend money to watch this movie because I would have been pissed.
Well,
I'd be like, can I get my money back? No, I'm like.
I don't think that's an option. Like, they'd be like,
I think you get after like 20, 30 minutes, you can be like,
right. You can't watch the whole thing and be like, hey, it was a turd. It's like, oh, well.
I'm out.
But yeah, you got to do it in a certain time period.
Peace out.
I think I've done that like once. Anyway, Brandy, so you want
I've
to know?
never gotten my money back from my movie, but I don't feel like I've ever had to.
Okay. Do you want to know what we're talking about?
Sure. What are we talking about? We haven't even done our intros.
Oh my God. What are we talking about? We are talking about. We are covering the pig butchering scam. Like you asked before, are they actually butchering pigs? No, they aren't actually butchering in this story, fortunately. But the name alludes to fattening a pig right before the slaughter. So this is like a long-term con. Long-term con. They wait and wait and wait. And then once they have you. And then they just convince you to do all kinds of things. It's weird.
I need you to give up all of your money and join a convent.
Yeah, so it's like, again, it's a type of confidence trick and investment fraud in which the victim is gradually lured into making increasing contributions in the form of cryptocurrency to a seemingly sound investment before the scammer disappears.
Cryptocurrency. Oh my God. I've seen so many things about like crypto fraud lately. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. So this type of fraud originated in Southeast Asia. So the thing is, the people that are actually engaging in the fraud, perpetrators that are typically like running it, are fucking apparently victims as well. Like they get trapped over there. They're like, hey, come over here. We've got a job for you. Come hang out, bro. Like, we've got good money. It's good. Then they get you there, and then they take your passport, and they like keep you like held captive. And to get money or to survive, you have to engage in this type of shit, this type of fuckery, messaging people, getting people to talk to you on social media, getting fucking pigs, lining them up. Isn't that weird?
So I was scammed. I went to Southeast Asia. I was scammed. Somebody took my passport or whatever. Now I have to do this because
you're not an American. You're not an American person coming over there, but you're probably some poor person in an Asian country or a surrounding area who's come to this country thinking you're going to find prosperity. It's like enslavement. You know, they come in like enslave you.
So like say I'm from like Myanmar or something.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yes.
And I go to China and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be famous, or I don't know. I'm gonna make a bunch of money, right? By doing something, and then
look at
my boss or whoever.
Hang on. Yeah.
Sponsor.
So the perpetrators are typically themselves victims of fraud factory. They're lured from abroad under false pretenses and then forced to commit the fraud by organized crime gangs.
Well, you say abroad.
This is happening in Southeast Asia.
Right, but abroad is not the continent. It's a different continent. So, like, maybe they're coming from
anywhere.
African continent.
It says Myanmar. It specifically says Myanmar. Those groups prevent them from leaving and threaten them with torture if they disobey orders. Many operations are run from areas of Myanmar, which are outside central government control due to the ongoing civil war there.
Yeah, that's an unstable country.
Yeah, so with one important hub being the town of, it looks like Mayawadi in Kayin State, wherever that is, near the border of Thailand.
Right.
Many of these gangs are running the the butchering scams, along with people forced to commit them. And they're like, I don't know why they felt to include this, but it's like ethnically they're Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, no, ethnically Chinese. That makes sense. Because there are people who are Chinese.
Right.
Who are not ethnically Chinese. Like, so being from a region and being ethnically from that region are not the same. Mm-hmm. Just like being African American is not being ethnically African.
Right. Listen, I'm like, all black people aren't African American.
Right. But all black people came from Africa. So
all black people are black.
They were enslaved. No, because people who are from the Caribbean islands were also taken there from African countries.
Yes.
So they are technically African in origin. Mm-hmm. However, now they're not. They identify as Caribbean American or Caribbean English or or just Caribbean people.
Right.
Like Americans, there's black Canadians that are not African American. They're
right.
Canadians,
Afro-Canadian,
right, and Afro-Cuban, and so there's a whole bunch of diaspora of being African such and such. Mm-hmm. But
so OT, what's OT?
OT is from Kenya.
He's Kenyan, easy,
but he immigrated to Australia.
So
he is I don't know. I guess a naturalized Australian citizen, like it's not.
But you wouldn't just drop who you are and just say, "Hey, now I'm Australian." Like nobody does that. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but it's like
plenty of people.
Jamal's not like I'm American. Like he's Bahamian. Like he's like settled down. Like I know where I am and I know who I am.
I'm not from this place originally. Right. I was born in this place. Yeah. And this is my identity as a Caribbean man,
right?
A Bahamian man. Mm-hmm. And I'm a United States. He's a naturalized citizen? He's
not naturalized. He's just, I mean, like, we're married and he has his green card, but he
didn't take the oath.
No, he didn't take the oath.
Okay, so
he does not vote.
So he's a Caribbean man. He's a Bahamian man.
Boom. Anyway, so back to the people that are running the fraud are themselves victims as well, because these gangs are making them they're like, haha, got you here, got you, bitch, haha.
So now you're here and you're stuck.
Yeah,
and you can't go nowhere because I have your shit. I have your identity documents, and you're not going anywhere without my permission.
And I'll torture you, and I'll beat you if you try and leave.
Yeah, it sounds like fucking.
Now you get on there and you talk to John, and you tell John you fucking love him,
John,
and get that crypto money, baby. Like I'm sure it's something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like indentured servitude.
Bam. Yep.
Because indentured servants were also white people.
Yeah.
Who came to this country from other countries, who wanted to become, Americans, but they were also almost treated like slaves, except for the fact that they weren't being held against their will because they entered into an agreement to work this amount of time for these other white people. Exactly. And they weren't trying to run away and be beaten if they were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Exactly. That's a thing. Okay, so the pig butchering scams originated in 2020 as a regional scam in China and then later spread throughout Southeast Asia at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. So apparently, here it is. So in Sihanoukville, Cambodia, once a prosperous gambling town, many local gambling gangs transformed casinos into scam operation centers, performing pig butchering scams.
Casinos?
Yeah, because now it's COVID. People can't fucking travel. Nobody's in Cambodia spending that money.
Like online casinos or nothing? Because, they have online casinos that just take all your money around now.
Well, of course, but not in Cambodia. Not there.
I don't know.
Not there, obviously. So,
because Pol Pot's he's dead, but go ahead. Never mind. That's history.
This was likely, again, a result of the lack of casino attendance from the COVID pandemic. So when the Cambodian government, they started cracking down on commercial gambling and said pandemic making international travel difficult. Yeah, so people can't fucking come, so they're bored. So then they're like, man, how are we going to get money? work.
So they were running casinos originally? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think they were just
like, what am I hearing? Are they were running casinos previously before COVID? Mm-hmm. And now the casinos are not making any money, so they have to figure out how to scam people in a different way.
I guess so. Or just get money in general to survive, I guess. Because if there's casinos that are flowing, there's business. People are working. People are making money. People are doing X, Y, and Z. People are probably, maybe selling drugs, selling girls, doing all this with this tourism.
Again, that's still illegal. But okay.
I'm just saying, like... If they just immediately turn to scamming, like, what the hell's going on? That type of stuff.
They was already doing illegal shit.
Exactly. Like, have you been to Miami? It's crazy. But that's how they're making money. Miami's wild.
Compared to China.
I'm just saying. Like, anyway. So the pig butchering scams, they happen a lot on social media. In October of 2023, 12% of Americans said using apps had been victims. Up to 5%, up from 5% in 2018. Victims get matched with fake dating profiles. And so then I've gotten text messages. Oh, hey, so-and-so. And I'm like, hey, you got the wrong number. Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. And then they send me like a pretty Asian girl's picture. Are you sure you picture? Yeah. Are you sure you don't know me? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know you. Blocked.
That's more conversation they get out of you than they get out of me. Because I'm like, I don't know this number. Hi or hey, immediately blocked. No, right. We don't do this.
But what I'm saying is...
I don't want your picture. I don't want anything from you.
They want you to be a horny dude and to say, oh, hey, I can get to know you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Men are weak.
Men are very weak.
And they think with their dick. Mm. Oh, tiny Asian lady. She might, want to do things with me or whatever the fuck. I don't even know. Like, what the hell? What is the appeal? Don't send me pictures of anything. Nothing. I don't care. Don't send me fucking pictures. If I say hey to you, if you say hey to me, I'm not going to respond to you. You send me another picture, you're blocked. Or you send me another message, you're blocked.
That's how people should act. But some people are lonely.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're
lonely. Some people are lonely.
And they play on loneliness.
Uh-huh. And they're like, someone that wants to talk to me. Mm-mm. Hi.
I do not want to talk to you. I have nothing to say.
Well, obviously, you're not the one to be messed with. You're like, just get off my phone. Like, please stop. Bye.
Not interested. Like, I get calls and like, mom's like, oh yeah, this law office called you. They left a number and a case number. I'm like... I ain't calling them. I don't know them. Like, why are they calling me? If you're gonna if there's an issue, put it in writing and send it to me.
Let me know about it.
I don't care about your phone calls. Do not. I do not care. I do not answer phone calls. If your number is a number I do not know, if it's an 800 number that doesn't match any of my accounts, I am not answering.
I am not answering. Why is it so big?
We do not have time for shenanigans. Poor people don't want to have to pay money to other people who are poor who are trying to get rich.
Right? I'm not trying to fund your lifestyle. I'm not trying to be the one that's like helped you hit your threshold for the month and not interested. Scam $1 million.
Sorry, I don't have time for that. I am substitute teaching kids who refuse to learn. So I don't have time for it. Thanks.
Are they getting to you?
I had a dream or a nightmare, I guess it was, about I was at a school. Okay. It was Cole Middle School. Like, let's be real. That's the school it was. And they had something for the kids. It was like a reward. Mm-hmm. Like a carnival. And these kids got these fucking prizes, right? And like one was a back scratcher. Those long wooden back scratchers that you can get from like other countries and they bring them back as souvenirs with the name on them or whatever. Yeah. And these kids were using these back scratchers to abuse other people, hitting them with them.
Oh my God.
And I was like snatching them from kids left and right. I was like, if you don't know how to behave with this, you don't deserve it.
Oh my God.
In my dream. And then I was like, I'm just going to tell administration that you guys don't deserve any rewards.
Oh my God.
Right. I woke up from this dream. And then I went back to sleep. And I had another dream of the same situation. But this time it was an elementary school in that school district. And this time the kids had water balloons. And that was their reward.
You don't need to be there no more.
And I was like, what are you doing? It's like, stop throwing water balloons. Like they were throwing water balloons at me in my dream.
No.
And I'm like, you guys don't need to have these. And like finally some other teachers were like in my dream, they were like,
help her,
snitching on me.
She's having issues.
She doesn't need to be a teacher here.
Oh,
and so they were like, we need to talk to you. Like, and this was in my dream before I woke up, and that wasn't this morning. That was, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. So it was yesterday. Like my phone rang and woke me up, but I was like, I had two separate dreams. And they were obviously interconnected about this specific school district where these kids are just heinous. And like, you know, and they can't even help it. That's the thing. The kids can't even help how they behave because they are not corrected by the school. Mm-hmm. The school doesn't correct them. Like in here, at least, you know, in Roseman,
yeah,
they go to the office. They don't come back to class to do the same shit over and over.
Right.
They get calls home or they stay in the office until their parents come and get them. Over there, it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to send this kid to the next period or whatever.
When there's no support, whatever, like, work you do or you try to do, it's going to be undermined because there's no support.
It's tragic.
So what I'm telling you is don't go there no more.
Well, I've already signed up for a few classes.
Stop signing up for there. Like, stop.
Listen, I have to, like, at least until June, which is the end of the year, I have to have a paycheck for the next 3 months. So
I'm saying, like, it's not like you can't work here.
Except for when there's no days here. I can't, I mean, what am I
supposed to do? But if you sign up for those days so fast, those ones are always available. Someone always needs someone at Cole. So just don't sign up for them. See what's available over here, and they will always call you in if they need you over there.
Well, except for RES, because, you know, they don't put their absences in the system. So.
Oh my God, that's so dumb. Anyway, let's get back to business. Where were we? All right.
But anyway, like I was saying, we don't have money to be spending on third world countries trying to get rich and scam us.
Exactly. Try and scam someone else. And it's so ridiculous. I've been getting a bunch of text messages like, oh, we've got...
And China's not even a third world country. They are a first world country.
Oh, y'all got first world problems. Like, they're like, we got to get some money. But, we got
people like this to be like, oh, it's a third world country. And no, it isn't. China is one of the leading countries in technology. Like, let's be serious.
Yeah. Well, they're Chinese. What about Cambodia?
Yeah, no, Cambodia is a third world country.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So a lot of this stuff happens on social media, guys. So, you may match with someone, like dating profiles. You know, they'll send you lots of pictures, lots of nudes. They'll really make you think you're in a relationship, but you've never met this person.
They send you nudes. Yeah. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yep.
Come on, dudes. I'm just going to start sending random nudes. I'm going to be like, hey, remember me? And I'm going to send nudes. And I'm like, send me your money so I can invest it in some fucking E-Trade or whatever and be rich off of your dumb $5 that you sent me. Come on,
So they say they're socially engineered into developing a relationship with the perpetrator who convinces them to invest in cryptocurrency from websites. So this is so elaborate. From websites controlled by the scammer. So it's like they build their own websites. They build their own apps. And they're like, check it out. It's so secure. Like,
they're able to build apps. They need to fucking figure out how to maneuver their money or their intelligence into a way of not being predatory. Mm-hmm. They're predators.
They make it look like you got all this money in your investment fund and all this stuff. And then, like, they're like, oh yeah, put money in. They let you take money out. Then they get you to put more money in because there's a situation. And I just, this is a great opportunity. And I just need your help to do this investment.
I need money. My mom needs a surgery. And, if she doesn't have this surgery, she could die. And then I can't come see you. And blah, 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 blah. I'll be so sad. Mm-hmm. Shut up.
Yep. So they first, of course, gain your trust. The scam often begins with...
I think you can use AI to come up with like an elaborate scam.
Oh, yeah. They have... So they'll have like... calls, so they'll call you, and then like you'll say certain things, and then it'll take you through a different funnel. So it'll ask you a question, and you'll like say yes or no, and then it just like takes you down a certain path to
human sounding voices and all that other thing.
Maybe, yeah. It's sad, but people have been scamming forever.
Yeah, but I mean, these are, okay, they're obviously not dumb people that are coming up with these scams. You're not dumb. You literally could use your skills for good. The problem is using your skills for good doesn't make you a lot of money unless it catches on immediately and white people want to buy it from you. Because when your talent benefits your people, whatever your ethnic group is or whatever, if white people ain't trying to buy that shit, then you're not going to make any money. Like, let's be serious. White people spend their money to elevate themselves. And if they don't feel like they can elevate themselves using your technology, they're not going to. So then you take your freaking intelligence to scam your own people and people who are similar to you?
Nope, they're scamming the Americans.
Exhausting.
So, these initial interactions are designed to build trust and may involve the use of attractive profile images to lure victims. So, like, I'm like, how dare you send me a picture, bitch? Like,
it's probably an AI generated picture anyway. It's not even a person. Or if it is, it's like some fucking sex slave, like another trafficked person who didn't authorize the use of her image. And now she's being held and tortured and drugged or whatever. It's just it's a cycle. Sad. It's a cycle.
It's sad. So, we're talking all the time. We're cupcaking. We're building trust. We're flirting. I
want to come marry you. I just need $500,000.
Yep.
Send it to me tomorrow.
But before you send me the money, let me actually tell you about this investment, how you can get the money to me. As trust is established, the scammer introduces the victim to a fraudulent investment scheme, promising significant returns in a short period. Oh, God. The scammers use persuasive tactics and counterfeit investment portfolios to convince victims of the scheme's legitimacy.
So it's Wolf of Wall Street meets Taken?
I guess so. I don't know. So, okay. Also emerging are tactics like group chats and social engineering, where scammers create fake investment groups to identify and target potential victims for more efficiency. These groups often contain fake profiles to stimulate authenticity. And community. The scammers then transition to a one-on-one chats, often masquerading as secretaries or assistants to guide the victim through the investment process.
So you're gonna invest your money in doo-doo. So this stock is called bullshit. And
guess what? I'm going to take you to my website. The scammers develop fake brokerage websites and mobile applications to add legitimacy to their scheme, making it difficult for victims to distinguish them from genuine platforms. Like you said, you've got all of this know-how and this knowledge. So listen, when I was selling apps, people would ask me some shady shit. They were like, well, can I make it do this and that? And, Yeah, I'm just like, no.
No. Okay. Why would I want to buy
people have been shady for years. I used to sell phone numbers. People were like, oh, I need this many phone numbers. I needed to ring here. I needed to ring there. Doing like some elaborate fraud shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like all the services I've been in is like a tool for people to do fuckery.
It is, because they can get phone numbers, they can get websites, they can get domain names. You can buy domain names for $1.
Yeah, I know. For the first year.
No, there's a website that I bought a domain.
The next year, I'm sure it's more.
domain name from. Mm-hmm. I didn't renew it. Why didn't I renew it? Because I think I sent it to like a spam address. But anyway, it was $1 for the first year, and I built. I think I sent a blog to it, but I only made one blog post or something. It was my crochet thing, I think.
Okay,
and it ended up, getting expired. But like, yeah, you could buy a domain name for $1.
I know, they're easy. And
then you can do whatever you want with it.
I just wanna get to know ya. Have you watched Teenage Kraken yet on Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it amazing? I love that movie.
Really?
I do.
I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like, oh, it's amazing.
Picture this.
Fucking
evil mermaid.
Mermaids.
Evil mermaids.
Mermaids are vain.
You're gorgeous. Yes. Anyway, I've been watching it way too much. But yeah.
You watch it over and over?
Bren likes to watch it a lot. So
interesting. Okay.
I'll watch it. I'll turn it on. Like, hey, let's just watch it. Anyway, so victims are like, hey, this is a cool website. This looks legit. The report
and I bet the background on the freaking domain was like a giant vagina. So they were like, it looks great. Like, just I really honestly wish I was born evil. Just so I could do this shit. Like, I wish I had like that. Like, I was evil, and then, like, even if I go to jail and I get out and do the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over, and I don't spend all the money, I just bank that shit. Yeah. So it's just over and over and over. Every time I get out of prison, I do another thing.
Damn.
And then,
but there are motherfuckers out there like that.
Exactly.
Monsters. Did you hear? So this isn't even funny. This is really sad.
Are you talking about Diddy?
No.
Okay.
Girl, Angela, hold up. I was supposed to talk to you about this, Brandy. Angela sends me a text message. She's like, so are we going to talk about Diddy on the podcast? Like, she was like, what's up? What are we doing? Like, are you going to put it out there? Damn, y'all. He is going down.
Red not going down. Down.
He's done for.
He's cooked, as they say.
Denny's dead for.
He's cooked.
But Angela wants us to talk about it, so I think we have to talk about that later. Not today, obviously, but
not today.
Not today. There's going to be more shit coming out. Everybody's talking. There was something else I wanted to say. Fuck.
About the scammers in Cambodia?
No, it wasn't Diddy I wanted to say something about. It was somebody else. What did I say before you mentioned Diddy?
I didn't mention Diddy. You did.
No, you did.
I had mentioned doing evil. And going to prison and getting out and doing the same evil.
Oh, I said, this is not funny. Did you hear about the...
And then I said Diddy.
Exactly. You brought up Diddy, motherfucker. But no, this fucking prisoner who got out, he got paroled, got early paroled, went and killed his ex-girlfriend's son or something. Like, he broke into their home, like, right after he gets out of fucking prison, breaks into their home to attack the ex. And then, like, the 11-year-old son, like is fighting for his mom's life, and the fucker kills the boy.
No, I didn't hear about this. Where did this happen?
I think this happened in Chicago. Ugh. Sad. I was just like, what the ever-loving? There's monsters out there, and, like, I don't think y'all should be getting out. Like, no.
Well, there's a difference between a murderer and a financial scammer.
That's true. So, keep it financial.
Some of them are actually the same person, but, usually the financial scammer is not, like, a violent person. He just wants to make shit easy on his own life.
Right. But
while making it hard on everyone else's lives. I want to be one of those people. Like, there is a job that I've looked into, but it's just a lot of work. I'm lazy. Like, let's be fucking serious. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want, like, the least amount of work that I have to do to make money as possible. I'm gonna do that one. So there's this thing. It's actually in I don't know if they still produce this magazine, but it's like it's one of those entrepreneurship magazines where they have like job like suggestions, like entrepreneurial suggestions, and there's like these little things. And I signed up for this one. So it's where you go to the courthouse, look into cases of like people who have skipped out on their bills or like who are owed, payments for judgments, and
you go and collect the money for them.
You collect the money for them, and since you're doing the collecting for them, you can take 50% of it. So it's 50%. Like, and I think I went to work for one of these places when I was pregnant.
I think you did.
Yeah, but like you have to look into this. The place that I was working for was just pulling up business numbers, and they were like, you call them and see if they need somebody to collect this money for them.
Yeah.
But this one, you go to the courthouse, find cases where people have skipped out on, bills owed to businesses or whatever. You collect on those businesses or those debts, and you take 50% of whatever is owed or whatever is paid.
Those are called debt collectors.
But it's not really, because you can take out liens. Like, you can take out the liens as the person. They can transfer the debt to you. You take the lien out on that business or that person, and then the money goes to you, not to the person it's owed to.
Right. I'm just saying, like,
but that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
fucking work, and I don't want to do that. I don't have time to go to the courthouse every day to look up new cases of people who have missed payments. Like, oh, you were supposed to pay me.
You have a degree, bro.
Blah.
Like,
yeah.
Are you gonna teach? Did you hear anything about the job?
I've heard nothing. They have not called me.
They've said nothing.
They've said nothing.
Rude.
But okay, so I'm like creating software. I'm creating fucking websites. Blah 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 blah. You're spending money on a website where I'm saying make these fucking financial decisions, because that's basically what it is. It's another website that's trying to control your financial decisions.
Right, and then like when the phone number goes down or the website goes down, they'll call you like crazy. Hey, I'm losing all this fucking business. My website's down, and then we're like, oh, let's have a look at this website. We're gonna have to shut you down, sir.
So do they? The people who've issued numbers on websites, they look into these type of things? Or
so I have, like, when we used to do websites, like sometimes they would go down and then they would say, hey, like, my website's down, I'm losing money, blah blah blah. They'd have like gambling on their websites, and like,
they're not allowed to.
No.
So
then you can like report like certain things. If certain things are like fishy, like porn and weird stuff, you could just report it. And then
report it to who?
This is when I used to work for a website company.
When it was porn.
If it was hosted on our platform, like if we're hosting your website and there was something that violated our guidelines.
So porn was a violation?
I think so.
Porn and gambling. Like, because I know there are companies that are like,
but this was porn, a while ago.
No gambling, because, they're like, what do they, not Christian websites, but websites that are like morally, they want to be like above board morally. Yeah. Mm-hmm, and they're like, in their little fine print, you can't have porn, gambling, things of that nature.
Something along those lines, yeah. But this was also like 16 years ago, so I'm sure
it still exists.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm sure shit was like a little more stringent on,
I think the self-hosted ones are the ones that can do the thing, like, all that.
Right.
Because I feel like GoDaddy still, you can't do porn and gambling.
GoDaddy was our competition.
So definitely you couldn't do porn but like the ones like the little independent companies like Bluehost.
Who knows? But
Blue Hippos.
But we're just saying,
whatever the fuck
like,
they were called.
If you have enough know-how, you could build a website and trick somebody into thinking that it's like, oh, hey, these are my numbers. These are like, this is my investments. Like, whatever the fuck they're telling you, you're on this platform and you think it's real, but you are being fooled.
That's cloaking.
No, Brandy.
That's not cloaking?
Cloaking is when I say my domain name is this and it redirects them to something else. Mm-hmm. I'm saying is that they've created these websites and these apps and things like that. I don't think they're like using a legitimate person. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe they're creating something that looks similar. I don't fucking know. But
listen, Scammers gonna scam.
Scammers gonna scam.
And any way that they can get away with it, they're gonna fucking do it. Like, dumbasses are the ones that put their shit out there and they're just like, well, I don't care. If they can't do this, it's freedom of speech. Actually, it isn't, because it's in our guidelines that you can't do this thing. And so when you get shut down, oh, it's my right, it's freedom of speech. Well, actually, it's not, because you signed an agreement that said you couldn't do this thing, and you didn't pay attention to the agreement.
It's not
That's like where most people get the issues. Like, you get, this issue where you didn't pay attention to your user agreement, and so now you're shut down.
Exactly.
Because other countries are like trying to find a way.
I mean, that's generally like what happens, but whatever. So this happens a lot. So it looks like in 2023, there was over $3.5 billion reported in losses and over 40,000 victims in the United States of this type of fraud.
Love scams? It sounds like love scams.
It seems like a love scam as well, but that turns into a cryptocurrency, and then they invest and they lose lots of money. Like this guy right here. And this is from NBC News, an article. This fool met this chick, quote unquote, Anna, over social media on Facebook.
Delvey?
No. She was an Asian woman who supposedly lived on Fifth Avenue in New York. And they just started chatting. And this guy, Barry, his name is Barry. He's divorced, retired insurance adjuster living in Mississippi.
This sounds like he was looking for an Asian bride.
And he was smitten, apparently. But first, she needed a favor, right? But she was sending him explicit photos. So they were like, here's
a photo of my vagina.
Cybering, is that what they call it? Or like phone sex?
Cybering doesn't happen anymore. Like, it's literally me just sending you nudes. That's all it is.
Okay. So he's in love with this chick, and
he's in love with her because he saw her vagina. Cool. Is that how I get a person to fall in love with me? Yeah. I just gotta send you my vagina. I'm about to send a whole bunch of fake vaginas to a whole bunch of dudes. You have to do a little more
than just show them your vagina. You have to build a relationship with them first. Duh.
I'm gonna cobble together a whole bunch of vaginas and just start sending them out to random white dudes.
So her aunt, she said, was holding $3 million of her money. Ugh. She needed Barry to invest in cryptocurrency, so her aunt would release the money to her, and then she should come to me and we can get married. This poor dude.
Yeah, no, he looks stupid.
I think he's 71. So she promised huge returns. He sold property. He liquidated his 401k. He sent her more than $500,000 of his life savings. Jesus. An account on a website appeared to show his holdings, but yeah, he was about to take out a loan and send more until one day he got a call from the FBI.
The FBI
was like, hey, agent said, don't do that. I think you've got a major fraud situation going on here, and
so they actually called his house.
They called him because of his banking activities.
Okay. Here's what...
Oh, he's 62. So it turned out that Barry, 62, had gotten caught up in an increasingly common internet scam and also a new FBI initiative to protect people from this financial ruin.
Here's what. FBI, do better. Do not call people. Go to their house. Because if you call me, I still don't believe your ass. Don't fucking call me. Come over to my house, show me your badge. I'm going to call the FBI headquarters and ask them if you work for them. Because guess what? I still don't believe that you're actually who you say you are until you prove it. And guess what? Most people should do the same.
It's a sophisticated con, and you can see that and you can say that because it's a long-term con. That's what the FBI guy says. It's sophisticated because it's a long-term con. Like, I say all this stuff like, oh, this happens, it happens. It's not like this all happens in like one conversation. It's multiple conversations.
Yeah. It's not, hey, hi, my name is Janice, and you send me all your money. And then they're like, okay, Janice.
Sure. Janice, of course.
Of course, it's multiple contacts. It's multiple pics of vaginas and boobs.
Yeah.
And,
So a lot of people have fallen victim to this. They said that people feel a lot of shame. They don't admit what happened.
Exactly. This happens a lot, and people don't admit it because they feel ashamed.
Yeah.
And so in order to stop it, more people need to come forward
Yeah.
to tell their stories, but they won't because they're embarrassed.
Don't
that
be
they
embarrassed.
fell victim.
Shit fucking happens,
And they're like, I'm
sucks.
smarter than this. I know, I
Don't be embarrassed. If you guys have a story you want to share, you want to send it to us, you can send it to us.
I should have known better. And I'm like, tell me about it so I can figure out how to elaborate my con so I don't get caught.
Shut up. No, we don't want you to lose your money. Like, I am like super, I hang up on people all the time.
All the time. I don't even answer calls.
I don't know you. I'm not like, I know where my kids are. I know where my mom is, and I know where you are. We Gucci. I'm hanging the fuck up. Bye-bye. But send your story to both
and
hang on.
You know the voices of people who are calling you.
Send your stories to bookoflifespodcast@gmail.com. And yes, but they say they like if you get a phone call, right?
In the middle of the night, and they're like, Grandma?
No. You say hello or something, and you're like, hello. And then they record your voice, and then they call someone you know with your voice.
They can do that. Oh my God. Okay, keep going, because I watched this movie. And this is exactly what happened.
Okay, what happened?
But let's finish this, and then we can talk about that movie.
Look at it. I'm like, come on, let's talk about it. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so anyway, this guy got conned. Like, this news article is from, like, February of this year, of 2024. So it is happening, people. This is the guy who got conned, and his daughter. She's disabled. And I think he, like, sold his house. And like
to fund the hoe, the non-existent hoe, the one that was scamming him.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So he lost a lot of money. So enticed by the prospect of romance and riches, coaxed over LinkedIn and WhatsApp, thousands of people have sent their hard-earned money overseas, never to be seen again. It happens a lot, and I feel like the FBI has kind of stepped in to try and help people stop getting their money stolen. But with cryptocurrency, it's hard to find the money. Yeah. They do have the data. I want to call it the data block or something like that. The chain block. Blockchain. Jinx. Blockchain, and they are able to recover some, or they've recovered some of people's money, but not even a fraction of what. He says, I got about $10,000 left to my name. That's it. My quality of life, all the things I wanted to do, it's shot.
Yeah.
Worse, he's in tears because he's struggling to afford medicine for his daughter.
Here's the thing. If people are asking you to convert your money to cryptocurrency,
fuck them.
Immediate red flag. Immediate. Because guess what? If you need money, I can send it to you. Sure. Mm-hmm. But we're going to send it through banks. Mm-hmm. We're not cryptocurrencying shit, because that means that literally it
disappears.
There's
it becomes
no
dust.
way. Once it's gone from your crypto wallet, there's no telling where the fuck it's gone.
Yeah.
No telling. Oh yeah, well, I sent it to okay, cool. You sent it to that person, guess what? It just went to like 80,000 other banks.
Yeah, and it's like, it's dust now. It's just like, it's gone.
It's fucking exactly.
So listen. Cryptocurrency is not the business. Do not invest in cryptocurrency. Okay? Hey, you guys mad because I said it? I said it. Do not invest in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna double, triple my money.
No, it's very dangerous. Like, invest in safe things and common things like real estate. Okay? I invest in stock because I use Cash App and I can do it there. So, like, I've got like my front runners that I like. And that's a safe bet. I can get my money in. I can get my money out. Right? You can invest in like a high interest savings account. Like Capital One has like good accounts. Like, you can do all kinds of things. But don't put your money in cryptocurrency. Like, it will disappear. It'll be gone.
Like, seriously, it's unstable. The cryptocurrency market is unstable. It's unstable. And you don't know who you're giving your money to. It's not FDIC insured. It's just random fucking... It literally is dust.
Stranger on the internet, because guess what? You're going to put your money in and you're never going to see it again, and you're going to say, fuck, I wish I didn't do that. Yeah. Don't do it, bro.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Do it. Anyway, why is it...
Don't let them wanna. No, who did say? Don't let them gonna. Don't wanna. Pineapple Express.
Anyway, so that's what happened to this fool. Like, it's messed up. So
that's not even like, he's not the only story. That's like, I've heard a few of those.
This happens to a lot of people. So the consequences of falling victim to the pig butchering scam are both financially and emotionally devastating. These scams, which typically combine elements of romance and investment fraud, often involve the gradual building of a relationship with the victim, leading to significant financial losses. Victims are lured into investing. Yeah, we already got that. In cryptocurrency, the psychological impact is equally severe, as the victims not only face financial ruin, but also the loss of what they perceived as a genuine, intimate relationship.
Oh, yeah. Not only am I losing money, but also with the love of my life, who could have been my next great love or whatever.
No. They thought it was a genuine, intimate relationship. These types of scams are particularly insidious because they play on both the financial aspirations and emotional needs of individuals, leaving victims feeling betrayed, embarrassed, and reluctant to discuss this experience with others or report it to authorities. It fucks you up, man. Like, we're telling you that it is okay that, sadly, everyone gets scammed. I've been scammed before. It sucks. It really, really
I've been
sucks.
Scammed a few times,
but it's not the end. And if you say something,
never through an internet scam. Oh my god! So there's this show on Hulu. There's this lady who believes that she's in a fucking relationship with Post Malone.
Oh no!
He sent me a few rings and blah blah, and I'm just like,
oh.
I haven't watched it.
Okay,
but I'm just like.
Yeah, Post Malone's in a relationship with you, girl.
This lady's like 70-something.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There was another lady who believed that she was in a relationship with Mel Gibson. Mm-hmm. And that also he was sending her jewelry. And that was on the radio.
These scammers are serious, man. They will, they will mail you shit just to, build your fucking trust.
And she said, he speaks in a Jamaican accent because he's trying to hide his identity because he doesn't want people to know his identity. So he's talking to you on the phone in a Jamaican accent because he's trying to hide his identity from you?
You poor thing. You poor thing. I love him. He loves me. We're going to be together. And it's just like, you want this love to be real. Like, no, people are so anybody, like, people are so, like, hard up.
They want this love to be real.
Love and, like, affection and, like, for the bullshit that you've been spewing from your mouth to be true. And it's sadly, most of the time, it's not, because people are full of shit. But you're 70, maybe she's a little off. Like, to believe in that.
There's a show. It's a show that I've been watching. I have to. I haven't.
We're almost done. Go on.
I haven't taken notes on it, but
Huh? Go on. I'm coming. Get out. Are you okay? Okay, get out. I'll be right out.
I haven't taken notes on it.
Yes, we need a new door.
We need a lock. Literally 5 years lock.
Do you have Do you have the debit card?
Yeah.
Okay. You can get one at Home Depot.
People. And people know that there are scammers.
Nora pushed the door open. Yeah.
People know that there are scammers out there.
Or maybe they don't. Maybe they don't know that there's scammers out there.
There have been scammers.
Since the beginning
They're more elaborate now, but there have been scammers,
Yeah.
Okay. Diddy.
Oh, okay.
So he got raided.
Okay.
What's her name? Carisha. What's her name? Young Miami. She was listed on the indictment.
Oh.
As participating in his sexual sex trafficking. Apparently there was allegations of pink cocaine. There was all kinds of shit that are in the legal documents. I have not read them.
Oh.
But apparently there's a whole bunch of shit. But Diddy is going to prison.
Oh.
And you know what? I feel like This is the tip of the iceberg.
Eat that ice first before you finish what you're gonna say.
Because Jeffrey Epstein, R. Kelly,
Weinstein,
Harvey Weinstein, now
Nickelodeon motherfuckers, fucking.
but
Rob
they didn't go to
Schneider.
prison. Like, well,
Rob Schneider went to. Whose name's not Rob Schneider? What's his name? Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider didn't go to prison. But because he was the facilitator of a lot of shit. And
I feel like Dan Schneider did go to prison for like 16 months and he got out.
16 months?
He went to jail for like 16
The other
months.
dude, the fucking child molester
Brian Peck?
guy. Yeah.
The rapist?
He went to prison.
Good. Probably for not long
Dan
enough.
Schneider didn't actually go to prison because he never, like, did he, what?
He went for like soliciting a minor and like sexual acts with like someone like under 14 years old or something like that.
Did he?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Maybe
now.
I fell asleep on that part.
Oh, I didn't watch it. What
What do you mean you didn't watch it?
I can't get logged into HBMX. Before you leave, log in to the thing on the TV downstairs. I can't get in.
I can't get in.
I can't get in. I've been trying to get in. Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Peck went to prison, came out, and got a job with Disney immediately.
Look up danschneider.com and he puts up a fucking video of himself. Fuck you.
Look, he's lost some weight.
How dare I click on it like about...
Look, he's lost some weight.
No. We're going to Wikipedia, Dan. Ugh, look at that one. It doesn't matter. I thought he went to jail.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Him and another predator. I mean, what's that? Peck? Mm-hmm. That Peck guy and another predator went to prison. But Dan Schneider never went to prison.
Yuck. Yeah, anyway.
But he facilitated a whole lot of childish inappropriateness.
I'm sure. Okay, so you were saying all these guys are going down. All these people. You were naming them all. You were like, Weinstein.
The problem is that these people, again, they were doing things that they were trying to blackmail other people with. Okay. They were trying. These were like actions and events where people would have been embarrassed to talk about them.
Yeah, they violate them.
And so,
okay,
I know you're not going to say shit about it because now you're embarrassed about it. And so people are going to question you about why you did such and such. Mm-hmm. And so you don't want to answer that question. So you're not going to fucking make the allegation against me about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what predators do. That's what fucking Keith Raniere did. That's why he literally took people's guilty statements,
their confessions,
confessions, and held them against them, like as collateral. That's what it is. It's collateral. If you're gonna take me down, I'm gonna take you down with me because you know that you'd be embarrassed if I ever told anybody about this.
Mm-hmm. That's fucked up.
It's gross, and it's what people do who believe they have power, and if you perceive they have power over you, you're not going to challenge them about their actions and the shit that they've done to you. Mm-hmm. Even if you consented to it because it was under duress and they were holding something over your head like a career, money, the life of your family members, stuff like that. You're not going to come forward and say, well, you did this to me. And you're like, well, you agreed to it because you wanted A, B, or C. Mm-hmm. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to, take care of your family. Oh, well, your mom was sick and she was going to go in the hospital and have to have surgery.
So why do you have to be a fucking sicko to help me? Like, why do you have to, like, torment me? Why do you have to violate me to help me?
Why?
Like,
that's the thing. That's the power.
What's your problem, you sicko?
Power-hungry, power dynamic part.
It's disgusting.
Where you really feel like you have the right to do some nasty shit to me because I need your help. Mm-mm. And so in order for me to get your help, now you have to do this thing to me because I might tell people that you helped me and make you look good instead of you actually me not saying anything about it to you, to them because now you have something to hold over my head. Have you seen all those Orlando Brown like interviews and stuff? And he like that one where he's like, "Did you give me that squash?"
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
And it's just like,
yeah.
So you're saying that Diddy sucked your dick? That's what I'm getting from it. Is that Diddy gave him a BJ and it was amazing.
Ugh. I did see that and I was just like, ugh. I only watched it one time and I was just like, I don't want to watch that again.
It just keeps like coming up on my freaking Instagram feed.
A lot of Orlando Brown things are coming up because he's been talking about it for fucking years. Yeah. And they're like, you crazy. And it's like, he was in Nickelodeon and he was like, you know.
He was on the Jamie Foxx show and he was on the Disney Channel.
Oh, gosh. Like, that's why everyone's fucked up. Like, Keenan's fairly well, though.
Keenan has not mentioned anything. I feel like Keenan and Kel they weren't a part of that era because they were older.
Well, apparently Kel's wife is talking and she said she knew all this shit was going on.
And it was happening to him?
Not to him, but around them. So I guess Kel got married in 1999.
Yeah.
And while he was
like 21.
While he was still filming, you know, the shows. And she was like, I saw like stuff going on. I'm not sure if things were happening to Kel or not. I didn't like go down that rabbit hole, but she was like, yes.
She was very aware that there was some creepy shit going on.
Yeah, and they had them working in Florida because there's no like
the Nickelodeon studios were in Florida until the early 2000s.
Right, because of like child labor laws or something like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so
that's where they had the Mickey Mouse Club too.
But yeah, and then they came to California because I remember I wanted to be like, I really wanted to be on all that. Like I was like, I want to be on all that. Like I really wanted to. Mom never wanted to support my freaking like.
She didn't want you to be fucked up more than you already fucked up now.
She never wanted to support
me. She didn't want you to get molested.
I could have been rich and famous. I could have been a Keenan and Kel. You know, fucking what do you call it? Peer, whatever. But no, I remember it was always everything was recorded at Nickelodeon, Florida, in the Nickelodeon studios in Florida. And I didn't even know that, like, because the Amanda Show was filmed in California, as well as, you know, the other ones that came out afterwards, like Victorious and.
Well, you heard. I mean, like, I don't know. I didn't watch it quite on set. All the stuff that I've been getting
watched it, is except for I fell asleep on like the first.
All the stuff I've been getting has been from social media. So the Amanda Bynes thing,
like that was the first 1 and 2 episodes.
But then also they say that possibly Jamie Lynn Spears' daughter is his. You hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Because Jamie Lynn Spears got pregnant at 15.
While she was filming Zoe 101.
They speculate that that's his kid, Schneider's kid.
Gross.
That was a rumor. Who knows? But. And then Brittany went crazy, like, right after that. They, like, put it all together, like, all these speculations.
I wouldn't assume that that's why, but okay.
I don't know.
Because she was with Kevin Federline.
He might drive anybody crazy.
There was a whole thing there. So.
He might drive anybody crazy. Oh, my gosh. So, that was the end of the episode. It's just like, hey, you sadly... People are going to like call you. People are going to send you messages. Do not engage with strangers. Meet people the traditional way in real life. Don't talk to strangers online because they're fake. They're fake. Unless you actually know this person in real life, met them, and you guys are connected on social media, make sure it's not a spoof account. Make sure it's not like a spam page because people's accounts do be getting hacked. But it has to be someone that you know for real. But if you start getting rando friend requests from like other people, no.
Here's the thing. People are going to meet strangers online. That's just what's going to happen. Because dating websites will connect you to whoever you want, wherever you want. Mm-hmm. Now, the movie that I was talking about that I watched was called Influencer. Mm-hmm. And it's about this girl who she's in Thailand. She has a deal, like she gets an influencer deal with a hotel. And she stays at this hotel, and her boyfriend is also her manager. So she's supposed to be there with him. He flakes on her. And so she ends up by herself at this hotel in Thailand. Oh my She's an American blonde white woman.
Oh, God. Danger.
And there's a chick that she meets in Thailand who's also seems to be American. You know, and she's like, yeah, I'll show you around. If you want to, get away from here, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Seems to be like, this could be my new friend while I'm on the island or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, the cool American chick that she meets, the influencer meets, ends up screwing her over, and she's like, "I'm gonna leave you on this island." And, like, she tells her, so she ends up leaving her on an island, on a deserted island, because they go out to another island in Thailand. Like, this is out
on a boat or something,
on a little boat, on a little dinghy. They go there. She leaves her there, trapped, abandoned by herself, where she probably won't survive. Where you have to find food, shelter, and water, and you're probably not going to do that because you're some fucking bullshit ass influencer, and you're useless, you're worthless, nobody cares about you, nobody's going to look for you. Wow. That's how this chick feels.
Wow.
So she tries to do it again to another chick. There's a whole situation that happens, blah 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 blah. But in the end, the chick that left the chick goes back to the island with more bodies, and finds out that the original influencer chick that she tried to strand on the island did not die. She actually knows how to survive on an island. And so it's a thing where, people have preconceived notions about influencers. And this chick apparently hated influencers so much that she was like literally picking them off one by one and assuming their identities and thinking people weren't going to care about them, what happened to them, and all this. It's like a whole thing.
Wow.
So, what I'm saying is, we need to be deeper than our online fucking presences. Like, if you know how to survive on a desert island, fabulous. But let's not forget who we are at our core. Like, oh, I have so many sponsorships. It was a sponsorship that she was at that whole time. Well, these sponsorships are well, guess what? Your sponsorship's not going to save your life, but the skills that you learned from being growing up in a house where your dad was a doomsday prepper, or your parents were fishermen and hunters or whatever, that right there, that will save your life all the time.
Ooh, be a little deeper.
Present those skills. Like, I don't care. Like, because honestly, who likes people that are literally surface? Oh, I'm living my best life. I don't care. Congratulations. But what are you contributing to the world?
Ooh, let's leave it at that. I like it. Cut it, Brandy, cut it. Hey guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. If this is your first episode, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We've got a lot of other episodes that you could be listening to, so go on and check those out. There's like 187.1 of them. Patrons, hi guys.
187.1.
Our last episode was our 187th episode, but it was only like 15 minutes, so I put 0.1.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It was the preview to this, but I think I should have called it the prelude to the pig butchering scam. But whatever, potato. Thank you guys for listening. If you aren't already, you can connect with us online. You can connect with us on social at Book of Lies Pod on X, Twitter. Book of Lies Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Our website is bookofliespodcast.com. Hey, do you have Patreon? Do you want to have more Patreon content?
Do you wanna?
You can meet us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Book of Lies Podcast. You can join us there. We've got tiers. We've got stickers. I really would
like to do like some blog episodes for our some blog entries for our episodes.
Maybe get Brandy to do some blog stuff for us. But thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And if you have a story of we've all been scammed, guys. Like, we know it happens. If you want to share, you want to get it out, we'll keep your secrets. If you want us to share, you could state that as well. But Book of Lies Podcast.
We'll give you a fake name, whatever.
At gmail.com. Yeah, it's happened to all of us. And that's how we make it stop, by talking about it and making people aware so they don't fall for fuckery.
I won't tell your secrets.
Okay, Alicia.
Your secrets are safe with me.
Hey, I'm Sunny Hepburn.
And I'm Brandy Fleeks.
And this was Book of Lies. The podcast.
It's ball bitches.